Hi, welcome to another episode of Interior Design with Rae. So today I'm going to show you this 4-room resale flat at Jurong West. Okay, we start with the common bathroom. Okay, so you can see the wall tiles and the floor tiles all have been hacked already. Okay, because this unit has concealed pipings, all the existing piping need to be removed. Okay, and then running a new stainless steel piping. Okay, so one thing I just want to highlight to you guys is whenever you do joining like that for water pipes, okay, it's always better to use a press fit. Okay, this is a press fit joint. Okay, instead of using the elbow where you tighten it. Okay, because this one will definitely be leakage proof. If your plumber uses the tightening technique using that kind of elbow, the tendency of leaking at the edge here will be very high. When I say leaking, doesn't mean that it's like leaking like waterfall, but it's just a very slow leak. So eventually you will see some water residue here over here, or some water ponding. Then you might wonder what happened. By the end of the day, you have to hack away the existing wall tiles, and then you have to replace everything again. So just to take note, right? This is a press fit joint. Okay, very important. So you can see the shower here. All this will be replaced. Okay, this is the vanity area. So for the bedrooms, the original floor was timber flooring. Okay, so timber flooring is not very thick. Okay, so once my guys have removed this, you can see that the thickness or the difference between the tiles outside and the floor, the cement floor or concrete floor, is just about 10 mm. The proposal for this is going to be vinyl floor throughout. So my tailor will have to scrape this floor, okay, and flush it with the tiles outside. Okay. Then everything will be flushed nicely from the living all the way to the bedrooms. The 3 bedrooms are all the same. The timber floor all have been removed already. Okay, so for master bathroom is about the same. Okay, as you can see that all the hacking have been done. All this we have to find back the location of the existing piping, okay, then remove it and then redo. Okay, so this is the main entrance. So as you enter, there is this small space which I consider like an entrance foyer. The bomb shelter is on the right hand side, so all this will be concealed with cabinetry. On the left is going to be some cabinetry as well to hide the DB, okay, because the DB is quite exposed here. Okay, so I'm going to do some cabinet to flush, and I'm going to build a bench somewhere here. Okay, so as you step in, this will be the dining area and the living will be there. So as you can see right now, the living and dining and towards the passageway to the bedrooms are actually quite open. Okay, so in order to segregate the communal area from the private spaces, I've designed something to segregate the living dining from the passageway. So if you look at the design, you can see that there's no TV. Okay, the projector screen will be screened onto this wall. On the wall here, there'll be some open shelving cabinet where the projector will be installed on top. Okay, and over here is like a pantry area, so nearer to the dining side. So then I've created an entrance towards the passageway. So when you turn right will be the kitchen. Okay, and then this will be the passageway towards the 3 bedrooms. So at the kitchen will be quite straightforward. The flooring all will be overlaid. Okay, even the flooring here will be overlaid with vinyl floor tiles. So basically most of the walls here will be covered up by kitchen cabinet, carpentry works. Okay, whatever that is exposed will be plastered smooth. Okay, like this one will be all plastered smooth. So this unit itself is using a gas heater. So gas heater always has to be somewhere that is airy, right? Not inside a cabinet, okay, because of the heats generated. Gas heater will be here. This will be the daughter's room. There's a wardrobe here. And over here will be the common bathroom. From my previous video, I've shown you that most of the pipes have been removed and reinstalled back. Okay, so this is the finished product. You can see the darker part here will be all the waterproofing membrane. Okay, so usually you have to swipe up. Your tile will have to swipe up higher. Okay, it's not just on the floor but on the wall as well. You can see that at the shower area, okay, there's a lot of waterproofing, and this waterproofing goes up quite high. Right, because of the shower area, this area is going to be very wet, so it's better to have a layer of waterproofing also. So then at the bottom here, you come up to about maybe 40 to 50 cm height. This floor has already been waterproofed. So over here will be the master. Okay, master, the daughter's room at the side. Over here will be the walk-in wardrobe. So the walk-in wardrobe will be placed in the middle. It's a back-to-back wardrobe. There's one more set of wardrobe here to hide the aircon window. Okay, same for the master bathroom. You can see the shower area is also very dark at the lower part of the wall. So all these are waterproofing membrane. This one hasn't dried yet. Just now I stepped on it, but it's going to be dry. Okay, these are all waterproofing membrane. You can see my toddler has swipe up the waterproofing membrane up quite high. Okay, so you have to tell your toddler, very importantly, you have to do that, okay, especially at the lower part. You can come up to about 30 cm also, but the shower area come up to be higher.